Yo, what's up guys, I'm back on a review here. This time we have this 91 rated Icon Zico review. Now, I feel like a lot of people will be getting this card or doing this card just say out of an Icon back or the Icon SBC. So on stats, he's 5'8", got the high medium work rates. Obviously has the 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot. Now, on alternations, this guy can play a few weird ones in my opinion. He can play the cam, he can play the centre forward, he plays centre mid. So there is actually quite a nice bit of variety, just so you're linking a few people into your team if you need to. Now, on stats for this card, he's got the 89 pace, 92 shooting, 91 passing, 91 dribbling, and the 71 physical. So on paper, obviously, looks like such a good card overall. Now, I decided to go with the engine chem style just to boost up that pace, passing, and that dribbling just a little bit more. Now, playstyles, he has incisive, technical, Trivela, flair, tiki-taka, which is a really nice one, and dead ball plus. Now, if you do enjoy the review or want to see more, please do subscribe. It generally does mean a lot to my channel, and I see after positive and negatives. Peace.
Just you and me. It's already past dawn. Yes, I can see the perfect picture of what life should be.
So, on to my other thoughts about the card then. Now, first me kicking off is the 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot. Now, obviously, that is a really, really nice attribute about Zico. He can have both feet and is so unpredictable with them skills as well. Especially with technical being 5'8", he can twist, turn so nicely, and then utilize them skills in the box, and it is so effective. And the 5-star weak foot, really good in itself as well. Didn't have any issues with both feet, very consistent at shooting. Honestly, barely missed a shot in my opinion. Like, really good clinical finishing overall. Now, the pace for me It's not amazing, he doesn't have rapid or quick step or anything like that, but with that being said, he's still quick enough to get away from the centre mid and stuff like that, which you're going to be up against a lot of the time, depending on where you play this card. But if you're against the quicker fullbacks, you might struggle from time to time, but if you just utilise that skills with that dribbling, it's not going to be too bad. Now, as I've already talked about, that shooting is very clinical, 5-star weak for Trivella's near post shots, across goal, whatever you want. Very, very deadly on this card, and he's honestly very consistent with those Trivellas on his card before this nerf, obviously. Now, the passing for me, he has a few good playstyles with the incisive and also tiki-taka, which means you can bounce it between your plays very, very nicely and obviously play really, really good through balls. And the actual passing attributes in themselves, really good. Honestly, this is why this card is so amazing, because he's just so consistent on pretty much everything he does attacking-wise. Like, look at the passing stats. What more can you really want out of something like that? Now, the dribbling for me, again, really silky. It comes into the actual dribbling stat rather than agility. The agility doesn't really come into play because 89, you think he's not actually that agile, but he is. He's so swift and nimble on that ball. And especially with 93 ball control, trap it into his feet, use the skills, get into some really good positions, and obviously he can finish his chance himself if he needed to. Now, the physical attributes is where the card gets let down a little bit, in my opinion. So, low jumping, low head accuracy. He's 5'8" as well, so he's not going to be the biggest aerial threat at all. Low stamina, which is my main negative, in my opinion. I do want a little bit higher. Like, in any place you play him, really, he's going to be running out around the 80th minute, and I did notice that a lot. So, I've had him like right striker in terms of the 4-3-2-1. I've also had him more further back. I've had him at cam. The stamina just seems to die around the 70th, 80th, so you do need to be careful of that on this card. So make sure you have a good bench player to bring on for him. And also that strength and aggression is very, very low. He'll get pushed off very easily by a lot of the big centre-backs. So once my overall scores, and I don't know how the segment works, I pretty much give each individual stat a score out of 10. So you've got pace, passing, shooting, etc. And I also give him a value points and overall score. Now, first for me is that pace. Now, overall fit, I'm going to give it 8.5 out of 10. He's not particularly fast. He's not particularly slow. He's just one of them. Oh, I don't want to call him average pace cars because he's not, but he's not particularly a speedster, shall we say. Now, the shooting for me overall, I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. It is very, very close to a 10. He has Trivellas that are really, really good. Shooting's obviously class. 5-star weak foot. What more do you really want? Obviously, maybe finesse or I don't know. There's a few things maybe you could add to it that will make it more of a 10, but overall, very, very clinical card. Now, the passing for me, I'm going to give it a 9.5 as well. Very, very good passing stats overall, especially with tiki-taka and incisive. Two of, in my opinion, the best passing playstyles in the game. I don't really think many come close to them, especially if you're going to play him like in the middle. He can do the tiki-taka bounce between him very, very nicely. Now, the drink for me, again, I'm going to give it a 9.5. Like I said at the start, he's a very, very consistent card, and this is why you'll see a lot of the ratings are very similar to the other card, like the other stats. He is just very, very dependable and very good at everything he does. So that is why dribbling is also a 9.5. Now, the physicals to me, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. They're just not really particularly good, and that stamina is the biggest letdown on this card, like I've already said. I just feel like if he had more like 86, 87 odd, it would be viable, but 81, you're just going to run out. Now, on overall score for me then, I'm going to give this card a 9.2 out of 10. I do really think he's a very good card, and I also think the SBC is 100% worth it. Even if you don't have any fodder, this card is exceptionally good. So, value for coins, I'm going to give him a 10 out of 10. But that's all for my view. As always, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do subscribe. Like I said at the start, it really does mean a lot to my channel. But I've got nothing more to say, so I'll see you next to you, and peace out, guys.